And just before we go, let's check out some of the top trending stories from the courts.
We begin with the report that the National Judicial Council has barred judges who are under investigation for various offences from sitting until the cases against them are concluded. In a statement signed last week Thursday by the NJC's Acting Director of Information, Mr. Soji Oye, the body said it took the decision at its 79th meeting held last week, Wednesday, and concluded on Thursday. The decision appears to be a compromise reached after weeks of resisting calls from various quarters, including the Nigerian Bar Association, to suspend the affected judges or compel them to withdraw from further sitting until they were able to clear their names. A number of judges have been invited for investigation by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission after the raid of the houses of some judges by the operatives of the Department of State Service on the 7th and 8th of October. With a decision reached by the NJC on Thursday, the affected judges will no longer conduct proceedings until the cases against them are concluded. The President of the Court of Appeal, Justice Zainab Bukachua, last week constituted a fresh panel to hear the appeals emanating from the disputes on the governorship ticket of the People's Democratic Party for the November 26th governorship election in Ondo State. The new three-man panel is led by Justice Ibrahim Saulawa of the Calabar Division of the Appeal Court. 3 of the 5 pending cases on the matter has been assigned to the new panel. The fresh panel was constituted to take over the cases following last week Tuesday's decision by Justice Jumai Sankei's panel, disqualifying itself from further presiding over the cases. The panel gave as its reason for withdrawing from the cases a petition filed by a respondent in some of the cases, Mr. B. Boroye, accusing the panel members and Justice Bukachua of having been bribed to rule in favor of one of the candidates. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission last week Monday rearraigned a former governor of Abia State, Orji Kalu, before a federal high court in Lagos for an alleged fraud of 2.7 billion naira. Mr. Kalu was rearraigned alongside 2 others on 34 counts of money laundering before Justice Mohammed Idris. Their rearraignment followed the transfer of their case from the Abuja Division of the Federal High Court to the Lagos Division. In the charges, the defendants were alleged to have siphoned Abia State government funds totaling over 2.7 billion naira while Orji Kalu was governor of the state. Staying in Lagos State, Justice Babs Kewumi, also of the Federal High Court, has refused to order the forfeiture of the $15.5 million found in the accounts of companies belonging to Warikwamo Dudafa, a former special advisor on domestic affairs to former President Goodluck Jonathan. Justice Kewumi convicted the companies after a review of the facts of the case presented by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. After the court convicted the companies, the EFCC urged the court to order the forfeiture of the money to the federal government. But the judge said he would hand over a sentence on the companies after the trial of the others who pleaded not guilty in the charge, especially as the ownership of the monies is still in dispute. Wife of former President Goodluck Jonathan, Patience, had laid claims to the monies in the company's accounts, insisting it was hers. And we round up with a report that the British High Court last week Thursday ruled that the British government cannot start the process of leaving the EU without the approval of Parliament in a landmark judgment that could delay Brexit. 3 senior judges said Prime Minister Theresa May's government does not have the power itself to trigger Article 50 of the EU's Lisbon Treaty, the formal notification of Britain's intention to leave the bloc. The Prime Minister's office has, however, said that it is disappointed at the decision and would appeal. The case is now expected to be heard in the Supreme Court in early December.
And that's the program for today. Don't forget that you can find these and past episodes of the program on our YouTube page. I'm Shola Shayeli. Thank you for watching.